for coming on the show. You are welcome to Binging with Game Changers. I'm so excited to have you guys here today. So I'll tell you a bit about Binging with Game Changers. What we do is that we capture success from different perspectives. We delve into the minds of people with celebrated brands and careers who have been able to turn their dreams into reality and their ideas into lucrative empires. Today, I'm taking you on a journey because we have mind-blowing guests. See you in a bit. So much. Welcome back to the show, and you're still watching Binging with Game Changers. Don't forget to follow the conversation if you're watching at home at the BWG on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Today is going to be beautiful. I've got a really, really amazing guest here today. She's the founder of Africa's leading makeup brand, Zaron. Zaron started in only 2011, and today they dominate Nigeria's makeup space. They're not only strong in Nigeria, but they've got really strong presence in Zambia, Ghana, and so many other African countries. With a staff strength of over 40 people and franchisees of over 400 people, she's not only, making people beautiful, but she's empowering people financially. Welcome with me, a game changer for sure, Oke Maduewesi. Thank you. We're all happy to have you.
I know.
Yeah.
I see that.
And you look lovely.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, I could stare at you all day.
Really? Okay, I'll take that.
But I'm always wowed at how beautiful and, how beautiful women look, but yet we're so strong on the inside. And that actually takes me to my first question. I mean, we've researched you, and a lot of people know that one of the things that triggered the birth of Zaron is the fact that you lost your husband, and, in you trying to recover, you thought, okay, I'll go to business school, and you got there, and you said, you know what, I'm going to start a business. You resigned your day job. You were working with a leading bank. I think what you did was really strong. First of all, even losing a spouse is major, and then you take that, and you don't become the regular, I won't say regular because it's not easy losing a spouse, so I can understand that most people would be helped from then on. But you then take it and you become a monster. Why are you so strong? Did your parents do something right? Did you read a book? Who are you? Why are you so strong?
Okay, monster. That's new.
I would say business monster.
I know,
is a positive.
I'll take it. It's a positive word.
Yeah.
So thank you. But before I answer your question, I don't know what she's talking about. This lady, I know her so well. I don't know how she got here. I'm still amazed, and I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
So proud of you.
So much.
Thank you. So proud of you. Because I know when all this dream started.
I know.
I don't know if you guys know, but she's also a practicing doctor.
Lawyer.
A practicing lawyer.
Yeah.
You see, I want to add more to it.
Yes, I wish I was a doctor,
lawyer.
but I'm a lawyer. Yeah.
She has a beauty brand.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's about
she's the real MVP.
It's about you today.
So she's the real. So I'm wondering when tables would turn, because someday you need to do this for your audience too.
No, I think it takes one that is walking through that journey to actually respect and recognize people that are doing likewise. So I think that's why I can.
So maybe that's why it makes sense.
I think that's
now
why
I know where this came from.
Because I'm in business, I have so much respect for people doing business in Nigeria.
Absolutely.
And to think of you starting a beauty brand in Nigeria, Africa?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Why are you so strong?
So I always say that people see me, first impression, you just think, oh my God, she's so fragile, she's so soft. But on the inside, there's hardness, yes. And that's because, I grew up in Benin, come on.
Okay.
So I'm from Delta State. So there's some waffiness in me, right? So when you have that, no, we've always been poshed. So people grew up in Benin and they're still posh.
Yeah.
So, but when you have that, it's the combo. And I married an Igbo man.
Oh my gosh.
So you see all the
Igbo
combo.
business spirit with, oh my.
You know, so you see, and growing up, my mother was really strict. I grew up with 5 sisters. I had 5 siblings. And my mother because my father used to live far from home, you know, he was working in the north. And my mother was a really strong woman. And the truth is, I'm doing exactly what she did.
Really?
The difference is that I'm branding it.
Oh, really? She sold makeup?
No, she was a trader.
Oh.
So she used to go to all these Asian countries. She would containerize products and come and distribute in the big markets and all that. Yes. So seeing her do that, I'm sure it resonated something in me. But I didn't think that. But I mean, then they didn't know how to they didn't have business schools.
I get
Yes, they didn't know how to brand. They didn't know how to have
take it global like you've done.
Exactly. So I think just seeing that and just knowing that the value system was different. So you had to do things the right way. Yes.
I think what you just said is so strong. You said you watched your mother bring in containers, you know, to the country.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're excited your daughters can, you know, see you live this kind of life.
Yes. Oh, they're proud of this life. But I don't know if our daughters want to do what we're doing.
No, so it doesn't have to pan out exactly as retail.
Maybe they'll do it better. Like
I reckon.
I'm done with my mom's. Yeah.
Yes, they'll take it to greater heights.
So that's
and I
possible.
think, you know, I digress, but I think it's so powerful, the power of young kids just watching.
Absolutely.
They're not saying anything, but they're watching that strength.
Absolutely. Whenever she has the opportunity to write stuff in school, like she had to write an essay and all that, and even though they don't always tell you, when I read the essay, it was so heartwarming because she would say that just growing up with a single parent and she...
Oh, your daughter?
My daughter, yes.
Aww.
And being able to build one of the fastest growing beauty business in Africa, just seeing that has made... And it's just all you can ever ask for. So yes, just being that role model to them.
Yes, amazing.
It's a blessing.
I'm happy for, us.
Yes, happy for us. She's also a mother too and a wife. Yes.
Yeah, thank you. So I go back to the Zaron story now.
Yes.
You actually were a senior manager in a leading bank in Nigeria. And you resigned and said, you know, I'm going to, you know, get an MBA. And you had 2 kids. They were expenses.
Yeah.
Did you think this then, when you were resigning, did you somewhere in you, did you think you were going to come back and have to take that job, or you knew that okay, I'm resigning and I'm not going to come back to this job? What was your state of mind? Because a lot of people struggle with, oh, should I leave my job, start a business, or should I stay in and run it, you know, side by side? What was your frame of mind making that decision?
So this is one of the questions I always get from professionals. When is the right time to leave? Yes.
Yeah.
How do you know? The fear of the unknown.
And you're so comfortable.
The fear of the unknown.
Salary.
So I had all of that and much more.
Really?
Yes. The only thing I say to them is don't leave when you're vexing with your boss. Don't leave when you think that you need to deal with somebody, have it all covered.
Why do you say so though?
Because you don't make strategic decisions when you do that. You make very, very emotional decisions. So when I left, I just knew that I didn't know where I was headed. I wasn't sure. I did not leave knowing that I was going to build this brand. I just knew there was much more out there.
Oh, wow.
And not knowing what it was for sure, I always say that the best thing to do is go back to the drawing board. And the drawing board is always getting another education. So I packed all my bags and I went to school to get an MBA. So it was while I was doing the MBA that the vision of Zaron came through. But it wasn't clear what it was. I had said to myself, just go do something. If you ever have to come back to the financial sector, maybe CBN, something less stressful,
okay,
but not knowing that I was going to create this global brand at the end of the day.
So was it you made that decision and then you started saving up money, like, okay, since I'm going to resign in about a year, I save up so that while I'm in school, I have, was that you?
So I always had saving culture, and that's what I tell professionals. So it's always, if you have to leave work, make sure you have income that would sustain you for the period you're out of work. That's very important. So there are no pressures and you don't make decisions that would not pay you at the end of the day. So I had savings. I knew that I could spend for me and my children for
at least
2 years.
2 years, fantastic.
Yeah, 2 years.
Plan for 2.
Absolutely.
Plan for 2 years. Yeah.
So-
but some people say 6 months. I think that's short.
No,
2 years.
You know the difference? There's always difference between men and women.
Yeah.
You know, men, they can plan for a month, but because I'm a woman, a single mother.
I know.
No, I don't do that. So 2 years for sure. So I had that. So I went back to the drawing board, went to school, and the rest is history.
So you got to school, and I mean, I've also, gotten an MBA. So when I read your story and you said, oh, when you saw the case studies, you were challenged, how could people build this sort of companies, in these countries? Why can't I build something, a company or companies as big as this in my own country? So, I mean, when I was studying, for my MBA as well, I mean, there's so many case studies from food to tech. Why did you come back and, set up a makeup company brand? Why not biscuits? Why not, any other thing? Why?
So that's the story of my life. It could have been biscuits. It could have been any other thing.
So why was it?
That's my point. So I always work from the end. Okay. So when people see me today, they go like, okay, you really own a makeup brand, because really nobody would have imagined. Okay. So the end goal was to build a global brand.
Could have been anything.
It could have been anything. So I got that and I started researching on businesses. From oil and gas, which I couldn't do, to real estate. So the global businesses in the world. So I came about beauty and where it was headed and where it was going to and all that. And I said, this sounds really interesting. So that was where it came about. So I was researching on businesses that would work.
So you just did a set businesses that would work.
I just went, it was so, you know what I did?
Okay.
The smartest thing I did was to tell my supervisor, it was time for my dissertation. I told him about what I planned to do back home. Okay. Remember that. And I made sure that I said, this is what I plan to do. I want to do a business dissertation instead of just writing about something that I really don't care about. So that was it. And I got my highest score because I was really passionate about making sure this business works.
I think that's mind-blowing, and that's a tip, actually. If you ever do an MBA, write about something you want to implement or that you're really passionate about. I agree.
So I knew all the problems that I would have. I knew where the challenges were. Nigeria was really
in-depth analysis.
Exactly. I interviewed makeup artists, retail cosmetic stores, local brand owners, every single thing.
You traveled back home then to do that?
Oh, no. Thank God for mobile phones.
Okay, cool.
So I had networks I had consultants I was working with.
Wow.
And by the time I did my findings, I could solve some of the problems. Not all of them.
Amazing.
Because you can't solve Nigerian problems. You know that.
No, but it's one person at a time. Yeah. Okay, I'll be coming back. When we return, she's gonna, you say something a lot. I've heard you say it. You might not know, I heard you, but you say, I'm not a makeup artist, I'm a businesswoman. When we return, you explain that thing, because I want to understand the depth in that statement. See you guys when we get back. Welcome back, and we're still speaking with Oke Maduewesi, the founder of Zaron. Don't forget to join the conversation on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at thebwgshow. So, you are not a makeup artist, you are a businesswoman. Tell me more about that.
So, I am not... First of all, I'm so not artistic at all.
Really?
Even
but
if
I mean,
try,
your makeup, you're wearing.
Yeah, so I can do for me what I can use for the day. That's about all I can do. So I'm not artistic. And the thing is, the business of makeup artist is a completely different business from the business of the products selling and all that, and promoting, marketing, and distribution of makeup products. Completely different. And the beauty of artistry is that Nigeria has taken it to a different level. Beauty is created so many jobs for young ladies, young men, and all of that. It's beautiful, so I commend them. So it's also good that I don't focus on that so that other people would have jobs. However, so the focus is on distribution and marketing and production of makeup products. So that's the focus. And I always say that I'm a businesswoman. So if I spend 2 hours doing a makeup job on somebody, that will take my time from doing the actual business of production and marketing.
I hear
which
you.
is my focus and my drive. So people sometimes tend to be passionate about their passion. While it's good to have a passion and for you to do well, but I always say that make sure your passion brings you money, right? That's very, very important.
Very true.
Yeah. So I always try to think, okay, what's your passion? I just think my passion is just thriving at whatever I do.
Sorry, can we correct that? Your passion is making money.
Making money and also being able to give back, really.
Okay.
I love to make money, but it's important that you make money and you give back at the same time.
So you love the feeling.
Absolutely. So what the Zaron brand has done in Nigeria is to create enterprise. We've built enterprise through the Zaron brand, and that is much more satisfying than anything else.
And I know when I research, yes. That's amazing. And I know when I looked into your business structure, I know the margins between, the price the franchisees get it and, the amount they sell it is quite significant. It fits homes. Like, it takes care of families.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
We have people that have never had much, in quotes, right? And we've brought them into the fold of starting the business from scratch. Just do a 50,000 naira worth of products. Go sell. I mean, I can tell you a story about some lady that couldn't even feed. And I said, you know what? I don't want to keep giving you money. I want to teach you how to fish. And I gave her products. She didn't have money. Go sell it. If you make good, then we'll give you more. And today she's one of my biggest franchises.
Wow. Amazing. I think that's amazing. Before Zaron, honestly, I don't know about anybody else. I don't know of any other brand that was Nigerian that has been recognized in the makeup space. When you were doing all of this, planning, marketing, first launch, everything, didn't you think at any point in time that, look, this is a society that is so used to, foreign brands. In fact, we thrive in, the number of foreign brands we're able to boast about, I have this product, I have, how did you think you're going to overcome that culture barrier?
So that was the biggest challenge.
Your biggest challenge,
yes, that was it.
Yeah.
So prior to now, Nigerians would rather buy any other brand than made in Nigerian brands.
Yes.
In fact, a few years ago, they would rather buy into Ghanaian brands.
Wow.
Yes, I did the research. That was part of my dissertation.
Okay.
So it was the biggest challenge. So what do we do? But they had issues. So that's why it's also good to do your survey and to do it right. Okay. Why are they not buying you? Okay. Because Nigerians would not buy, even though we don't have money, we have taste and we have class and we have style. But Nigerian brands were not giving them that. They were not giving them value. And things were beginning to change. So I checked it, regardless of the fact that Nigerians were not buying us, but I checked that, oh my God, the movie industry was changing. The music industry was changing. People were gradually seeing us and our own. I mean, people were beginning to wear Ankara clothes. So I said, this is the perfect time to go in because things are gradually changing. So if you get it right, you do it right, they would buy into you. So it was mainly quality issues, pricing issues, availability issues, and we had to make sure that we'll sort all that. And if we did, I mean, Nigerians will buy into us.
So what I hear you saying, amazing. So what I hear you saying is that if any brand can go the hard road of, releasing top quality products, Nigerians will buy. That's been your experience. I
think we've gone past that in Nigeria, really.
Oh, well.
I think there's still, the ratio was like 20-80 before. Now it's like 50-50.
Yes,
so
I
it's
agree.
Nigerians, I'm wearing a Nigerian brand today, right? So Nigerians are buying, so the next level.
Sectors though differ.
Sectors differ, yeah, I agree. But the next level now, and that's where we are as a business, and that's what we are trying to show Nigerians, is that not only the fact that you can build a business in Nigeria, you can build a global business from Nigeria.
Let's talk about that. Because I follow you. I know every step you're taking. And I see all what you're doing today. We're in Zambia and I'm seeing, fashion parties tomorrow, Zimbabwe, tomorrow. How are you able to, because I've traveled to African countries and man, we are different.
Yeah.
What's the strategy to get into new countries?
It's just doing things right, really. It's just
what is doing things right?
So doing things right is that you have to use global practices to get into a new country, foreign market. We have consultants that we work with. We're going to Kenya, like we're in Kenya now. In fact, they just sent us a message that they chose us as one of the foreign brands to give us an award. So once you do it right, global practices is important. We just got clearance to distribute our products in the UK.
Oh my! I think that's a bit. So, are you saying I'm going to walk into Boots and the likes and
we
see your
haven't
product?
gotten that level of distribution yet, but we will get there. Yes, we will get there. But the important thing is that we didn't go into. We're not trying to go into the market
without approval.
Without approval,
yes.
We're not carrying suitcases to the market. That's the level we always think of. It took almost a year to get our clearance certification.
That's the UK, right?
The UK approval and European countries. So we've had to do all of that. So you have to do it. And the feedback we got is, oh my goodness, Zaron products are actually of very good quality.
Yeah, you wear your products every day.
Yeah.
Yes.
So from the testing to the listing to every single thing. So we need to, once we get it right,
I know,
they would buy into you. So it's important that people see the end goal. It's not for today, it's the end goal that matters.
Yeah, so what I hear is saying that it's wrong. If you want to do something, do business right, I shouldn't just carry my bags, like my traveling bags full of products, and then go through immigration and say, we are here to sell makeup.
When friends call me to say, oh yes, from the first day I started, oh, Zaron products, can you bring it to my office? I said, we don't sell like that. Yes. So it's also positioning. You really have to position your brand the way you want.
So you tell your friends to go and shop it at the mall or what?
So we do it the right way. So I didn't start this business to carry products to your office to sell.
Rich girl.
You know, and it's not being cocky. It's not being cocky. It's how you want your brand to be represented.
Perceived,
yes, and perceived. Exactly. So that's very important.
Oh,
I wanted to build a global brand from the start. So I always say that I started from the end goal. So the challenges will always come, but you work through them because you know what the end goal is at every point in time.
Oh my. My mind is blown. Oh my. We've learned so much. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Amazing chatting with you.
Thank you for
I feel
having
more
me.
confident actually starting businesses now in other African countries. Just talking to you, having this chat. I'm going global. Global, guys. After today.
And something that I need to talk about, because I always want to talk about it wherever I go to speak, is that if you have to do a business in Nigeria, please get the right team. I always appreciate my team because they're amazing. If you're watching, I love you, Zaronistas.
Yeah, let's clap for the Zaron team.
Because you can't do it by yourself. Your team has to buy into your vision, and they have bought into the vision, and they're very passionate about building the business.
Obviously, you're doing a lot to build that buying in.
Oh, absolutely.
So give us 3 things you've done quickly before we run away that you've done to get the vision burning in their hearts.
So first of all, you make sure that you make them count. It's very important that you make them, and you share your vision with them. There are no secrets. All the time. So I can't take decisions on my own. It has to be, oh, what do we do? How do we do it? What do you perceive? And all that. Sometimes they'll be like, boss lady, that's not going to fly. And now if they defend it and it would not fly.
It won't fly.
It will not fly. And you appreciate them from time to time because they count, yes.
Appreciation is what? Bonuses or hugs?
Bonuses, and also, yes, making them feel like I actually love them.
Oh, wow.
Making them feel like they really, really mean something to you. It's important.
It's been such an honor speaking with you.